Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, and today I'm going to be making several pair of earrings with some of the things that Jessie James Beads recently sent me. More specifically, I'm going to be using their Gatsby line of beads. It's their Color Trends Gatsby selection, and there's a few things I'm also going to be using from the Color Classic Bead Strand in gold. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take an eye pin, and with my pliers I'm going to open it up to an angle like that, and I'm going to hang this sparkly bead on there. I guess technically it's not a bead, it's a charm because it doesn't have a hole in it, it has a little loop in there. Once I get this on my eye pin, there we go. I'm going to close it back up. Lately I've been dealing with my eye twitching. I don't know why it's twitching, but it's driving me nuts and I find it very difficult to function. Anyway, see that? Isn't that fun? I love the movement of this. These are probably going to be earrings I wear on Elegant Night during our cruise. It's going to be Gatsby night, and the dress I'm wearing, the top part, looks very similar to this and has fringe. So these are going to be fun. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take this little rondelle here, put it like that, and then this glass faceted crystal bead, and then I'm going to top it with a seed bead. And then all I have to do is make it so I can hang it on this ear wire here, which I'm going to do a very simple loop. I'm not going to wrap it. I'm just going to bend my wire at a 90 degree about, clip this off, take my round nose pliers and make a loop. Like so. Sometimes they kind of get wonky, but you can just kind of fix them, just adjust them carefully. I'm going to open this up, hang the ear wire on, and then close it up. Make sure it's pinched there. You don't want any gaps because it could fall off the ear wire and you'd lose your earring. And there we go. There is first pair of earrings. Like I said, this is my Gatsby night. I think it's going to look really nice with my dress. And I love the movement. All right, earring number 2, we're going to use this dangle. And we're going to use another one of these glass crystal beads. And I'm going to use some of these stars. I'm going to stack, I can't remember if I did 2 or 3. Let me look at my earring here. I did 3. So I'm going to stack 3 of these star spacers. And then we're going to need a bead. We're actually going to need 2 of those. And then I'm going to use 1 bead cap. And of course we need an ear wire. And again, we're going to need an eye pin. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the eye pin and hang that little dangle. These are very Art Deco. Close it back up. And then I'm going to put one of these seed beads at the bottom. And then we're going to stack these guys. Look fun. And then end with another seed bead. Again, I love this dangle. Clip that off. How many of you had your eyes twitch? Mine's been doing it for about, I think this is the 3rd day now. And it's getting very difficult to really do anything. I'm wondering if it's my medication. I don't take any medication, but I've been having a lot of pain lately, and they're trying to rule out a couple of things, and he's thinking I might have fibromyalgia. I hope not, but it could be worse. But anyway, I'm going to get off. I'm not going to take that medication anymore. I have a feeling that maybe what's giving me my eye twitch, and it's very hard to function. Anyway, look how those turned out. Lots of movement, very Art Deco-y, very different. And I love the unique. And with Jessie James Beads, I find that I can make a lot of unique things. And I love to make earrings with their collections. All right, we have 2 more pair of earrings to go. So this next pair, we're going to need a head pin and an eye pin. And I made an eye pin. I think this is going to work for the eye pin. It's just a scrap that I had. When I clipped it off, I had this much left, and I made my own eye pin. I think that's going to be big enough. We're going to use this bead. We're going to use this teardrop. And then we're going to use these potato chip beads. At least that's what I call them. I don't know if that's what they are, but to me they look like a potato chip. Of course, we need an ear wire. And let's see what else. We need some seed beads. So the first thing we're going to do, I want to make sure that this is going to fit okay. I think it's going to fit on this eye pin that I made. That's the only thing that goes on there, so I think we're going to be good. I'm going to go ahead and make a loop on the other end. There we go. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and hang the ear wire on there. Now, sometimes you may get some of these ear wires that are a little funky. See how that's going down? It's because it's not closed all the way, which is fine. Sometimes I open this up to put my beads on, and sometimes I open this part up. Well, I'm going to make sure this part's closed on both ends here, because I'm going to, since the ear wire is already open, that's what I'm going to use. And that way I can close it better. We won't have anything falling off. Okay, so we got that part made. Now we need to do the bottom. So I'm going to put a seed bead at the bottom. And then a potato chip. Now this potato chip spacer bead here, it's almost like a bead cap. See how it kind of curves up? I want it to curve up. I don't want it to curve down. I want this to hug the bead. Here, I'll put it on here so you probably see it better. See how it's kind of curving up? That way this teardrop bead sits right in there. And I thought I had, you need to go get another seed bead this size. I got big ones and little ones, but no medium-sized ones. Hang on. All right. Now the next bead we're going to do is this little potato chip bead. This time I want it to go to face down. I want it to hug it down. So they're acting as bead caps. And I have my little seed bead here. Where's the hole? There we go. Now I could have put this all on one bead. Let me show you something here. I could have done it like this. Okay, which is pretty, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the completed version. Look how much of a dangle you get, because this is separate, this is dangling, and this is dangling, so you get more movement this way. Now it does make the earring longer, and there's nothing wrong with this, but I wanted a ton of movement, as much movement as possible. So that's why I elected to do it this way. All right. And the next earring we're going to make is going to have less movement. So, all right, so once we get that done, we're going to open it up at an angle. Put that on there. Oops. I'm sorry I'm being so fiddly. All right, we got that done. And see, lots of movement on these. All right, these were probably the most difficult of all the ones we've made, only because you've got two separate head pins here. This next one's going to be really, really easy. So all we need for this is one head pin. We need, I'm not using any seed beads. We're using one little star spacer. This pretty bead, I love this bead. It's like a cage bead, sort of. It's got a lot of filigree on it. Basically, all you're going to do is you're going to put that bead on there. Now, if you had a head pin that didn't have a big enough bottom to it where this fell off, I would just get a little tiny, tiny seed bead and okay, get a little seed bead. Let's take two here. Okay, that's not going to fit. This is a pretty good size head pin. Let's see. This one should fit. So you could just put that on there like this, and that will stop it from falling off. But we don't need it, because like I said, this is a pretty substantial head pin. And then I'm going to put the little star on there. And then this pretty little thing. All right, and now all we need to do is open this up and hang it on the ear wire. And we're done. Now you've probably noticed that I'm doing a lot of mixing my metals. I'm using silver tone, ear wires, and head pins, but yet I have gold here. I think it works well because these beads, these little crystal beads here, they have a little bit of a silver hint to them through all those little crystals that are in there. And so I think it works really well. With these, the same thing. I did add some silver tone seed beads. And then with these, same thing. I had some silver tone seed beads that I added to them. I like mixing my metals, and that's one thing about Jessie James Beads. They mix their metals a lot. In this mix right here, there was a lot of gold and silver. We had these beads, and then we had, let's see, we had these beads that were all in the same mix, gold and silver. So it's perfectly okay to mix your metals. And then like with this, I used, so if you look at here, it's gold at the top there, but this is silver. So, mix your metals, it's fine. And that way, when you go to putting on your jewelry, you can wear gold and silver together. I know I have, like my wedding set is gold, but I also wear silver. And it's perfectly fine. I'm not going to change my wedding band to silver when I wear silver. I'm going to wear it with the silver, my gold. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. But here's the collection that we made. We've got 4 pair of earrings, and I've already made, is it 3 necklaces I've made or just 2? 2 necklaces. And I still have quite a few beads left. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know which one of these pair of earrings you like the best. I think I like these, but I don't know. These are pretty cool too. Y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.